Good morning, everybody. In the 48 hours since Nicola and Fiona were tragically killed here in Greater Manchester, there has been a huge amount of public support and feeling being expressed through all new different types of media. You yourselves have carried many heart-wrenching and heart-warming stories, and social media too has been giving people facility to be able to say very clearly how they feel about the loss being experienced not only by the families but also by Greater Manchester as a whole in relation to these tragic deaths. Tuesday's tragedy has touched so many people's lives. I'm sure as you've been going around doing your work, and I'm sure as the public have been watching in from the outside, they'll have seen the hurt and the pain that this tragedy has caused to police officers, to members of the public, and for those who support policing here in Greater Manchester. I know that public support has meant a great deal to Greater Manchester Police, to its officers and to all of the partners, and also to the communities of Clayton, Droylsden, Tameside, where these tragedies have taken part. Greater Manchester Police has received more than 33,000 messages of condolence on its own website, and that has been something heartwarming to read. And I know the families too have been taking real solace from reading the positive stories and the positive messages of support being expressed by ordinary members of the public here in Greater Manchester and across the UK. However, there are also a number of people who use social media in a very malicious and offensive way. And we've become very aware also that derogatory comments and offensive comments have been posted on social media websites. We received reports that at least one Facebook account had been set up with derogatory comments about the tragedy of Tuesday's events. Greater Manchester Police and Merseyside Police have been working together to investigate the originator of one of those websites. Last night, Merseyside Police arrested a 22-year-old male from the Netherley area on Merseyside in connection with committing an offence under the Communications Act in 2003. That male remains in custody, being questioned with regard to that offence. We take reports very seriously where people feel that social media is abused, causing offence and causing outrage at a time when people feel we want to come together in unison following such a tragic event as we saw on Tuesday. Greater Manchester Police cannot thank the public enough for the level of support and the wishes that we've received in terms of the trauma that's been felt by so many of our officers. And again, I just want to thank the public of Greater Manchester, and in fact the public of the United Kingdom, for getting behind Greater Manchester Police at this very, very difficult time. On a more positive note, in a real constructive way, and last night Greater Manchester Police became very aware of an internet movement from police officers and from volunteers and from ordinary people across the UK who expressed their desire to come and work here in Greater Manchester free of charge, to perhaps cover policing of the streets of Greater Manchester at the time of the funerals, to allow all officers and all staff in Greater Manchester who wanted to attend any of the funerals to be able to do so. And I think that shows, again, the huge outpouring of public support we've received, and also shows how social media can be used so positively at times of crisis such as this.